Today, we're diving into one of Africa's most misunderstood animal families. We're going to tell a tale of two very different cousins, the aardwolf and the brown hyena.
So let's be real. When you hear the word hyena, you're probably thinking of the loud, laughing spotted hyena, right? But the hyena family is so much bigger and honestly a lot weirder than you might imagine. Let's meet the two members who pretty much break all the stereotypes.
And here they are. Over on the left, you've got the slender, striped aardwolf, and on the right, the shaggy, mysterious brown hyena. They're both active at night, they're both pretty shy, and their lives are just worlds apart from their more famous cousin.
To really get a feel for these two, let's just start with a simple visual guide. We'll put them side by side and see how they stack up. Okay, what's wild about this is the size difference. I mean, look at that. The aardwolf is the smallest hyena of them all, topping out at maybe 14 kilograms. The brown hyena, though, while not as huge as a spotted hyena, is a much bigger, much heftier animal. And their coats, totally different styles. The aardwolf has that cool, striped pattern, while the brown hyena is just covered in that long, shaggy, dark fur, with that really noticeable cream-colored fluff around its neck.
All right, this is where their stories really split. You can learn so much about an animal just from its dinner plate, and believe me, their menus could not be more different.
So take a guess. What do you think these two are eating out there in the African wilderness? I promise you the answer for one of them is going to blow your mind. You ready for this? The aardwolf is basically an insectivore. Yep, it's known as the termite-eating hyena because its diet is almost 100% termites. And we are not talking about a light snack here. In just one night, a single aardwolf can lap up 250,000 termites. Just think about that. That's an incredible amount of food. So how in the world does it do that? Well, the aardwolf is perfectly equipped for the job. It has this broad, sticky tongue that it uses to just lick termites right off the ground, super fast. Its teeth, they're just these tiny little pegs, totally useless for eating meat. And everything about it is built for this life. It gets all the water it needs from the termites, and it's not even bothered by the toxic chemicals some of those termites release. Amazing. Okay, now let's completely switch gears. If the aardwolf is the ultimate specialist, the brown hyena is the ultimate opportunist. It's a master of making a living off of absolutely whatever it can get its paws on. A brown hyena's menu is, well, it's everything. It scavenges carcasses, hunts small critters, eats fruits, eggs, bugs, you name it. But its real superpower is its jaws. They are so incredibly powerful that a young hyena can crack open the leg bones of a springbok in like 5 minutes just to get to that good stuff, the marrow, inside. Absolutely nothing goes to waste. So both of these animals are creatures of the night, but the places they call home are just as unique as their diets. You've got the aardwolf, who sticks to the grasslands where its favorite food, termites, is everywhere. It spends its days chilling out in old, abandoned burrows made by other animals. The brown hyena, though, is way more rugged and adaptable. It actually thrives in really tough places like deserts and can even be found living near cities, just using bushes or rocks for cover. And this is so cool. That adaptability has earned the brown hyena a pretty awesome nickname in Namibia, the strand wolf. It literally means beach dog, and that's because they've been seen patrolling the shoreline of the Skeleton Coast, scavenging on dead seals that wash up on the beach. Okay, so let's go beyond just diet and habitat. Their social lives paint a really fascinating picture of two totally different ways to survive and thrive. The aardwolf, it turns out, is a very dedicated partner. They live in monogamous pairs, and together they share and fiercely protect their territory. But when it's dinner time, they head out alone. It just makes more sense to find enough termites for themselves that way. Now, the brown hyena is all about family. They live in these extended family groups called clans with up to 15 members, and while they also go out to find food by themselves, the entire clan works together to defend their home turf and help raise the cubs. It's a whole social network. So you have to wonder, how do these shy animals actually make it in a world with so many big predators? Well, each one has its own unique set of skills, its own secret weapon that gives it an edge. For the aardwolf, it's all about the bluff. Just like this says, when an aardwolf gets scared or agitated, it puffs up this long mane of hair all along its back, and this little trick makes it look almost double its real size.
It's often enough to make a predator think twice and back off. It's all about looking way tougher than you actually are.
The brown hyena, on the other hand, doesn't really do bluffs. It relies on pure toughness and smarts. Its sense of smell is out of this world. It can find a meal from kilometers away. It's also known for being an aggressive thief, regularly stealing food from leopards and cheetahs. Get this, a single brown hyena can be so intimidating, it can chase a full-grown male leopard up a tree. And they're planners too, often hiding leftover food to eat later.
So here we are again, looking at them side by side. The termite-eating specialist and the bone-crushing generalist. Two shy nocturnal animals that have found two completely different but equally brilliant ways to make a living in a tough world.
And that's really the heart of it all. The hyena family is not just one thing. It's this incredible collection of specialists and survivors, and each one has its own amazing story. The aardwolf and the brown hyena are perfect proof that there is so much more to this family than we ever thought.
And that kind of leaves you with a question, doesn't it? If these two incredible animals can live such radically different lives while being part of the same family, what other secret worlds and surprising stories are hiding out there right under our noses, just waiting for us to notice?